All right. Where we left off last week, the boys climbed through a cave, fought off some enemies, wandered around for a bit, and then struggled on a bridge for about half of the stream. We ended
Look,
with
we tried our best, okay?
we
I
ended
got
with
dunked.
we ended with Laucian ending up having the bridge break under him and falling into a dark abyss, and Leon and Entmore decided to jump in after they heard a splash a few seconds later.
Because they're the realest homies.
X first, questions later.
I
We
guess.
did for you. Axes first, baby.
Axe first.
Axe first, questions later.
Thoughts
Okay.
later. Just letting you know how the.
So where we are at now.
Oh, do I get to see finally? Do I get to see visibility?
All right, here we
Pretty
go.
soon. In fact, you have all taken 5 points of damage. I already did
Fuck.
it for you.
Okay, sweet. I was like, I'm not full health.
Yeah, you all took 5 points of damage from the smack of the water, and
Yeah.
you all were knocked unconscious briefly because it was like a few hundred feet.
Okay.
And Leon, you are actually the first to wake up. And you wake up to
Ooh.
what looks like this giant frog pulling you out of the water, and to your left you can see Edmore already pulled up onto one of these giant lily pads. What do you do?
Wait, so where
Woof.
am I?
You are right there.
We don't see anything.
Brian, we can't see shit.
Oh, I'm too zoomed out. Okay.
I think you and I are still
Oh wait, are we
unconscious,
not supposed to
Brian.
see anything? Because I'm knocked out still?
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys can't
Okay.
see.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys are still passed out.
Yeah.
So this,
Okay.
are you saying this is a frog thing?
It is officially called a bullyweg, but essentially it's a giant frog that
Can
has
I,
like big claws and teeth and
Can I talk to him and ask him where am I?
you can try, I guess.
Sounds like
It is a frog.
Does anyone speak frog?
I don't.
You
What is
speak
frog?
froggish.
I do not.
I
I
don't.
speak a couple languages. That is not one of them.
Frog is a language. There's no way.
Dwarvish
It
and
speaks bullywug.
Bullywug.
Bullywug is a language.
Yes, it is a language. I just learned that now.
Oh, that's great.
So like, can I test out like these lily pads and see like how sturdy and?
I mean, it
Oh,
feels
down.
sturdy beneath you.
Okay.
You're not too worried about it like suddenly falling out. These things are giant.
Okay. Can I jump over to this one? And,
Yeah, sure.
okay. And can I kind of like I don't know, is it a medical check or something on Laucian? Or
Yeah, you can.
would that do anything? Would it be medicine?
Yeah, you would basically be checking to see if he's okay.
Nice.
And you think he looks fine. I mean, he's unconscious.
Yeah.
Obviously, at the moment, he's breathing just fine. You can't see any bleeding on the lily pad around him. From what you're looking at, though, it looks like one of these two bullywugs probably pulled him up first and then went for you and Edmore.
Okay.
And since you moved, the one to your right makes a large screaming noise and jumps in the water and disappears.
What does that sound like?
Yeah, I need a sound here.
And then jumps in the water and disappears.
That's beautiful.
Wow, that is scary.
And this one, the one to your left, grabs onto Edmore and starts to like pull him away
God.
with him.
Away with you!
Oh no!
But can I like start to like follow?
Yeah, you can, and just leave Laucian where he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how you want to simulate speed, but like whatever.
Yeah, he's dragging, so I would say he gets to here, and then you can catch up to him. This large lily pad.
Yeah. Can I kind of try and grab, like, onto Entmore?
Yeah, sure. Do a strength check. I'll have you do a strength contest.
Oh!
Oh, you are so lucky. Yeah, you are both holding on to him, and but you just like, you can tell it's an even match pretty much. But eventually, the bullywag decides it is just too much effort for what it's worth, and screams at you, and also jumps back in the water.
Huzzah!
How big is a bullywag? Like what are I'm talking like height and like even like diameter.
I mean, it's a humanoid, so it's 5 feet.
Oh,
It's bipedal.
Is its head like really large? Like is he just having a frog head yell at him?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, that's so creepy.
I would say so.
That's so scary.
I'd say with that, Laucian, you actually start to arouse yourself too.
Whoa. Oh God, it's so pretty. Oh, and I'm so zoomed out. Fuck.
Yeah.
Can you pull me again?
Oh yeah, sorry. It also
I was
always
zooming
brings you
there
into
again.
like the wrong spot of the map. Trust me.
Yeah, I was also zooming in, so like wasn't happening. Okay, so I look up and I see around me. Are there any more bullywogs around us?
You can roll for it.
Okay, I'll roll
Roll for that info.
Perception?
Boy.
18.
Oh,
Nice.
these rolls, baby.
You don't see any in your immediate vicinity, but since you saw the two jump into the water, or I guess you didn't see or hear anything.
I just woke up. Yeah, I didn't
So
hear
you're
any of
just
these
looking
fuckers
around.
running
You can.
Yeah,
you're
I
looking
look around. Yeah.
You don't see any immediate danger. You see Leon kind of hovering over Entmore's body over there. You look down into the water because you're probably super confused where you are. And
Yeah.
it's a deep cave pool, 30, 40 feet deep, but also incredibly clear, other than the bottom 10 feet get murky and harder
Yeah.
to see. And you can see shapes in masses, but nothing definitive.
Okay. So we're in a deep,
Leon,
dark
you
cave
wanna-
with some lily pads. I'm gonna kind of drag myself up, try and prop myself up, and get up and head over to Leon and Edmore. See what they're doing. I'm gonna hop across the lily pads a little bit, kind of sludge along, because I'm probably still feeling weird as hell. And I go over and I walk up to Leon and I say, geez, how's he doing?
You guys gonna try and like wake him up or anything? Or
Is
just
he
let
dead
him
or anything?
sleep?
I go down to check to see if he has a pulse.
Oh,
And
please.
yeah, he seems totally fine, other than
Okay.
knocked out from the fall. You don't see any
I cut
bleeding,
my
he's
hand in the
breathing.
water and I splash some water on Edmore's face to wake him up.
There you go. Okay. With that, he wakes up.
Holy!
Can I jump to my
oh.
own lily pad first?
Go ahead. You get to your own
And I'm
lily
gonna
pad.
pull you
I
through.
kneel down next to Edmore and I ask him, "Yo, like, are you okay?" I mean, that was a pretty long fall for everyone, I think.
Oh, are you, Laucian? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, man. It looks like I woke up before you did.
Oh, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I saved you.
Oh, of course. I appreciate your assistance. I kind of eye him like that. I'm like, kind of giving him a little shit.
You're welcome. Leon, we saved him. He's safe now. Where are
God.
I look around and I tell him, "Hey, we're at the bottom of some pit. There's a lot of lily pads, I guess, around here, but I don't see where we can. There's something down in the water, but I don't know, we might be able to make a way to shore. I think I could see something in the distance."
Do we see any like obvious path to get to what I assume is the shore way to the left?
I mean, we can follow
You
the lily
just kind
pads,
of
right?
see like you see a maze of lily pads.
Okay.
There could
Sally!
be a few,
Sorry.
there's a decent chance that a few of them would probably get you there. Lily pads are grown in thick enough where it's pretty easy to hop over from one or the other, from one to the other.
Well, are we all okay? Like, are we good? Are we alive?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm alive. I'm a little, a little roughed up, but I've been worse.
Okay. All right.
Fine.
I think
President drowned with this armor.
I think, and I'm starting to notice that we're surrounded by water, and I get in a crawling position. I think we need to get off the lily pads onto ground.
I kind of slap my hand on his back as he kind of kneels down. And I say, "Yeah, that's the spirit. I think that's a good idea. We should make our way back to land."
Aye.
And I hop over to the next lily pad.
I'm just gonna.
And yeah, as you do that, you see coming up from the depths well, I guess you don't know them, but the two bullywags that pulled you up. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer.
Yep.
Go on the map.
Oh, right here.
You can see them.
Frogman!
One jumps up to the right, and one jumps up to the left to try and bar your way.
Oh no.
I kind of stance up as they go, and I say, are you guys friendly? I say this in common. Are we chill? We're not chill. We're not chill.
Well, it tells me they're not chill.
I pull out my sword. Or my,
And yeah, they
I get in
dagger.
battle stance.
one of them screeches at you and kind of crouches down.
Okay.
Let me roll my initiative.
That was so fast. Didn't even get to talk to
Oh.
him. 8.
I rolled a 13.
God damn it.
This is your first good initiative roll, Brian.
I know, I'm excited. I don't go last in the turn order.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Nick rolled good though.
Of course he did.
Both rolled
He's
good.
got DM dice. They don't roll natural ones. They only roll nat 20s.
Okay, yeah, they. Let's see, I can.
Oh, Laucian, you're gonna want to get on the same lily pad as us.
I think it's this guy comes over up to you, Laucian, and
No, don't punch me.
tries to not punch you but bite you.
No.
Does he?
Does a 14 hit?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, it tries to take a big old munch of your body, and it's not letting me roll damage. There it is. And you take 2 points of piercing damage.
2 points of piercing. Cool.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Wait, no. I go to 9. Not 11. Not 2. I go to 9.
And then this one comes up just the same, and it also tries to bite.
No. No.
And
Stop.
it completely missed, and in fact slipped on the ground and is now prone.
Yay!
Fumble.
Did not remember how slippery the lily pads are.
You'd think a frog would remember that, but apparently not.
You
would,
would,
yeah.
you would think.
And it is your turn, Laucian.
Okay. Putting down my notes. I am going to. I'm gonna try and stab the one that's on the ground since he's in an unfavorable position, and Entmore will be able to move up behind me on my lily pad and help out next turn. So I'm gonna try and hit him with my dagger.
Bold. Bold to think that.
I get advantage because he's prone, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh!
Oh, didn't need it.
Oh shit!
Didn't need that advantage at all.
I reach down and stab him with my dagger, and I do 6 points of piercing damage.
Hell yeah.
Yeah! And I think that's my turn. I don't have anything else that I need to use just yet.
All right.
I don't know.
yeah,
Do any of my
you-
spells bonus actions? I don't know. And I don't know if I necessarily want to start just casting in front of my friends still, and have to explain it away every single time.
Throw your dagger
Daggers.
thing.
Just
your,
daggers.
your
done.
fire dagger.
I threw my dagger again.
Okay, yeah, so the one that's prone, you just lodge your knife right in its back, and it screeches at you.
Sick.
Makes it Leon's turn.
Can I come up to here?
Yeah.
Can I? Was he still prone, or was he back up?
The one on the right is prone. The one on the left is still standing up.
Can I hit him, or is he too far away from me?
I would say the one on the right is too far away. You can hit the left one.
Alright, I'll attack the left one then. With my longsword.
Jesus.
It hits. Alright. Cool, yeah. You see this one and also just take a nice slash at it and right across the chest. And that brings it to Entmore's turn. What you doing?
I take a step back, and I pull out my hand axes. And
Yeah.
I'm weirdly quiet down near the water, and aiming at
He
this
doesn't like it.
aiming at this one, I throw the first hand axe. Fucking
my
god damn it! This fucking game!
Why didn't you aim at the one that was prone?
I get
Wouldn't you have
disadvantage.
had advantage?
I get disadvantage at throwing if it's prone.
If it's prone?
If it's prone, wait, you get disadvantage if it's prone. Where does it say that?
With a range attack.
Where does it say that?
I don't know. I watch Critical Role, and that's their rules.
I'm pretty sure prone means all attack rolls are done with advantage.
Oh, not to them, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, let me look up the rules for you. Let me look up the.
I mean,
the
either way,
rules.
I aimed at the left guy, so whatever.
Oh, if he's not on the ground, then
Might be
You
good.
PG.
It might be good to have a ruling going forward, though.
Yeah, it'd be a good idea.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right. Kenny is totally 100% correct. An
Okay.
attack roll against the creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Otherwise, the attack roll has disadvantage. So if you're more than 5 feet away, you have disadvantage.
Which generally is range, but I guess you could have a 10-foot sword. Who am I to say?
Yeah, so you throw
Oh.
your axe and it lands somewhere way down here.
Oh, fuck. All right, well, let me uncheck one of those out of my bag. All right, I throw the second one very quietly. Does an 11 hit?
11 does not hit.
Oh, good. Where does that one go?
But, in fact, it does hit it, but he kind of just brunts it off to the side and it doesn't cut him up. It just falls down to the ground right beside him.
Oh, thank God. Okay, all right. I'm done. I don't do anything else.
Alright. It is up to the Bullywigs.
The
On the left, since you attacked it most recently, Leon, it tries to attack you. And it's gonna bite you. Okay, it hits.
What?
I'll tell you that.
Is it a crit?
And you take 6 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
Uh-oh.
Fuck!
The boy's at 1.
You're at
And-
1?
Yeah.
And the one on the right, Brian, it takes its whole movement to get up, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
Alright, so
Let me
yeah, it
reopen
gets
the
up
page.
off the ground, but it can still attack.
Yeah,
It's
a
just
prone creature's only movement is to crawl unless it stands up and thereby ends the condition. They also have disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Cool. So yeah, this one is now standing up, and Laucian, it's going to try and bite you again.
No, don't. I'm not tasty. I'm really gamey.
And it tries to lunge in, but you see it coming from a mile away and just kind of jerk off to the back, and
What do I do?
it misses. You jerk off the bullywig.
No, I don't. That's gross. I
Cannon.
back away from the gross thing.
And now it is your turn, Laucian.
I'm gonna go try and kill that thing. It's being weird. I'm gonna try and stab it with my dagger again.
Cool.
Hacha!
This game
I should have used my inspiration.
This game is so rigged. This is. I'm gonna buy my own dice. Screw roll 20.
Seriously, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 crit successes or failures in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rolls. Come on, seriously.
They're
yeah,
all
you
really
try
high
and-
and low.
You try and stab it, and he just like swipes your hand away with his claws. And I'm gonna say with
Okay.
that, you take 1 point of damage for the claw swipe at you.
Okay. That's reasonable. Could have been worse.
Leon.
If I tap, can I still move backwards after? Will that give him an attack of opportunity?
If you move out of his attack range, yeah.
I think you'd have to take the action to disengage before moving.
Mm-hmm. But then it would be you disengage and move away. You couldn't attack
Yeah, you
then.
can attack.
Let's take the risk. I'll attack the guy on the left.
All right, do it. "17 hits."
Oh,
This game, man.
Minimum damage.
You still take a chunk out of it, and he's not looking great.
Hell yeah.
He's looking pretty sad.
Okay, if I
All right, Edmore, up to you.
if I take a health potion, open it, and shove it into Laucian's mouth, can he get health on my
Leon's?
turn? Or sorry, Leon's mouth. Can he get health on my turn?
Yeah, I think so, because you can revive your teammates on your turn.
All right, would that be considered a bonus action?
I would say
If you're
that's
giving-
a free action. You would be
A free
moving and
action?
opening something.
Okay.
Or
I'm
it's-
Oh, you're just holding out your potion for him?
I'm just basically gonna just I'm gaining up some courage and in dwarf I'm like, oh, it's gonna go, I'm gonna beat them, and I'm just like I'm mumbling under my breath very quickly as a dwarf and grumpily, and I'm going to bound across these with all my might to land here, and along the way shove the potion in his mouth so he can drink it.
Just like a bottle, just
Just like a bottle.
Guac guac the bottle?
Yeah, is that cool? Can I do that?
Sure.
Oh yes.
sweet. How much do I get?
I don't
That's
know.
my favorite.
have to
My
roll
favorite
jealousy.
thing to say as a DM is, you can certainly try.
Yeah, how about Entmore, since it's yours? You can roll how much it heals him?
What do I roll?
That's a great question. Give me a second. Potion of healing. 2d4 plus 2.
You get 8.
Nice.
I'll take it.
Right, and then with that, I will use my attack to swing at him with the great axe, just a big old cleave downward.
Okay. 7 does not hit.
I rolled a fucking nat. I've rolled like twice today. How is that even possible?
At least the nat 1 was not the one you were using.
True.
Get the bad rolls out.
True. You're not wrong. Okay. Well, with that, my turn's over.
All right. Yep. So it is this bullywig's turn. On the left, since you just came into its view, Entmore, it turns to you. If I can get the clicker,
I can't grab
anything.
this man.
I can't grab it, but it turns to you and it tries to bite you.
Oh, good.
No good.
I love that.
15. Does that hit?
My AC is 15.
So that's a hit.
So it hits you. Okay. So it hits you.
Ties go to the runner.
Damn.
The runner.
The roller.
And you take 2 points of piercing damage.
Alrighty, that puts me at 8. Ah! You bitch!
Just like lightly grazed you with its teeth.
Ah!
He's a flesh wound.
And then the one on the right is gonna just continue trying to get Laucian because it's been in front of them and they're just in there Mono.
It's certainly doing its best.
13. Does that hit? I think so.
Yes. My AC is 11. I'm very
And
squishy.
You also take 2 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And it is your turn.
I'm gonna use my inspiration, and I'm gonna attack him. I'm gonna feel really just deftly inspired to try and whack the shit out of this guy. Because I don't want to fuck up again, please.
2 nat ones.
Nice.
20.
20 definitely hits.
Cool.
Nice. Great. Well done.
Minimum damage. I hit for 2.
Sucks you can't use inspiration to like deal more damage.
Yeah, to re-roll my my death or my attack dice.
That'd be cool.
All right, yeah, you stab him a good little bit, and he's still not looking great, but he's still standing on his 2 feet, ready to fight.
Okay. Is he bloodied yet?
Yes, he is bloody.
Cool.
Leon, what you doing?
I'm gonna attack the guy on the left again. My long sword.
That's not gonna do it.
It's not what we like to see.
Yeah, you take a big swing at him, and it's a little too slow, and he kind of skirts off to the side as your sword swings past.
Boo.
Edmore, up to you.
All right. I'm fucking pissed. I invoke rage because I'm angry. Just and I swing very, very hard with my great axe. Just absolutely swinging out super bigly. Do I hit him?
11 does not hit. You
Son
miss
of a
him.
bitch.
That's rough.
The point of being a
Wait,
barbarian. I can't do shit.
What's the point of you saying you're angry? Does that not give you inspiration or anything, or is that just you
Oh.
acting?
Rage? No, rage is it's a thing I have. It gives me advantage on strength checks and saving throws. I get +2 to damage when doing a melee
Okay.
attack, and I
So
get
it's on damage.
resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Okay.
So it has a lot of perks. I just like to act it out.
Yeah, you gotta activate it.
You know me.
Well, I was just sad that it didn't, because I wanted you to have advantage.
I wish.
Yeah.
I wish.
That'd be
You
nice.
wished. Okay. Yeah, that bullywig on the left is still facing Entmore, especially since you just tried to attack it, and tries to bite you. You said your AC is a 15, right?
Yep.
All right, it gets you for 5 piercing damage, but you said you now
I have resistance, so I take half that.
So do you round up or down?
I don't know. That's a Brian question.
Let me check. It's at the beginning of the DM or the player's handbook.
Oh, thank God I invoked that.
Round down.
Ah!
So 2.
As a general rule, round down.
So I only take 2.
2 damage.
Oh my God.
All right. The one on the right, still just trying to get Laucian. The forever battle between those two.
Mm-hmm.
And it misses.
Hell yeah! We
Was
love
it-
a good miss.
Has it hit you at all?
It missed.
It missed.
No, has it hit you?
It
at all?
whiffed.
Oh yeah, he said it.
No, it's hit me several times.
Oh, okay. All right. I feel like it's just been.
They've just
I've been hit
always
for
done,
5
like,
points of damage so
super-
far.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think they've just always done super small amounts of damage to him.
Except
Yeah,
when
they've
they
only done
attack-
like 2 or 3. I'm at 6 health right now out of 16 though.
Same.
I'm at a third of my life total.
Alright.
My turn?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and stab it.
You
I'm gonna,
can-
I'm gonna do like a quick, cool flip of my dagger and try and stab him. 16.
Oh, that's so cool.
You hit it.
Oh, hell yeah.
4 damage.
All right. Yeah, you hit it real hard, and it's very unhappy with how it feels. It's pretty bloody right now.
I want it to be dead.
Leon, can you end this terror?
Yeah, I try and go for the guy's head and do a clean swoop.
Guillotine. He ducks down.
Cool.
Swing and a miss. Strike number 1. Edmore.
Still pissed as hell. I'm swinging my axe, just ready to go. Whoop-ha! Just right down, just cleaving it right in the forehead. Please, oh please, oh please, oh please, oh please, oh please.
Swing and a miss as well. He's just doing the Muhammad Ali in the corner between all of your weapons.
I haven't hit anything today.
And I think this guy is now going to
Might just retire.
turn towards its companion, tell that they're both in a bad spot, and it's going to jump in the water.
Did we decide attack of opportunity if it leaves us?
We did kind of talk about that.
Why did we come to a conclusion?
I don't think we ever did.
Okay.
I was gonna leave that up to the DM.
Yep. DM, can I take an attack
Yeah,
of
sure,
opportunity as it leaves my 5-foot radius?
Do we all get that?
Yeah, it turns around to jump in, and I would say that's like its move, so you would get a chance to attack it. So yeah.
Yes. All right. Great X swing. Great X swing. Fuck me.
Do I get a chance to swing at him?
Yeah, sure. Since you're right beside it too.
Damn it.
And yeah, it jumps just a little bit faster than both of you can go, and your long sword and axe just kind of land in the lily pad as it jumps in the water and disappears. And then there's this guy who looks like now noticing he's very much 3-on-1, still not in a great place either, also going to try and jump in, but Laucian, you would have a attack of opportunity on it as it tries to jump.
20.
Jesus,
And you hit
how's
it.
our squishy guy the fucking tank right now?
I am the angry man. Chop, chat, chop, chat.
You're stabbing it with its with your dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is just about to jump in where you like just catch it in the back, and instead
it
of
in the
being able to
neck.
jump,
Pull it down.
whenever it tries to jump, it just legs fall out, falls to the ground. He's dead.
Hell yeah.
Yes!
We killed the bullywog! Did you kill the other one, or did it escape?
It escaped.
It got away.
Okay. At least it's no longer bothering us.
Yeah.
Hey, mates.
I could have gotten a stupid slippery dumb frog. It's gotten in the way. Stupid dumb. As I say, as an angry dwarf.
I look over to Entmore and I say, "You want to get over to land now, there, boy?"
And as your rage is subsiding, you're realizing you're in the middle of an underground lake on a lily pad.
I go back.
But you're underground. You're underground, but you're also on a lake. So
all I see is the water, and I get back into my crawling, and I start to crawl across the lily pads.
I walk by him.
Just patting his back. You can do it, buddy. Good job.
I just tap him on the back a little bit as I pass by.
Go a little faster. Pick up the pace.
We need a
Don't
bar
rush a dwarf.
Inspiration.
Your legs are so short.
Never rush a dwarf.
Go. Chop, chop.
Shut up! Are they making fun of me? I roll perception to see if they're making fun of me. Or insight. Fuck.
I mean, it's pretty obvious they're poking fun at Mr. Crawley Boy over there.
Shut up!
I let him know. When I step on the land, I let him know. Yes, I am making fun of you.
Leave a dwarf alone, you assholes.
And yeah, you get to land uneventful for the rest of the way, hopping from lily pad to lily pad. You don't see any more bullywugs. They seem to be hiding down in the depth, or at least the one that you saw jump down. Not sure where it went. You land on land. You can see this stone path beneath you. It's slightly overgrown, to the north here, it looks much more overgrown than to the south and the east, you can tell. Like, as if somebody's been kind of taking care of it, but not very well lately.
Interesting that the northern path is a little more overgrown, but the southern path is not. As if it's like this is like the ending point of where the path went to. Or they just got lazy and stopped clearing.
Where do you want to go, Laucian? You got us down here.
Which way do we think we should go? I think if
South.
we're looking to go deeper into the cave and figure out, if this is where the, whoever is kidnapping and killing all of the farmers around here, we might want to go deeper. But if we want to get out of here, we might want to, start making our way towards the cleaned up path.
Well, here's the thing.
Can I also take my health potion right now? I'm kind of low on health, and I want to drink my potion.
Well, before you do that, I could use a bit of a break. I'm quite tired from the fall.
Oh, should we do a short rest?
Yeah, let's do a short rest real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Can we do a short rest to recover and dress our wounds?
Sure. Yeah, you do that.
Cool.
You all get to the land. You don't see any immediate dangers around you, so you decide you can kind of just hunker down on some nice dry land. And
Okay. Well,
tend
usually,
to
like, a
yourselves.
short rest usually takes 10 to 60 minutes,
Yeah.
usually. So I roll my hit die. Mine is a d6, so
7! Oof!
I gain 6 health back, so I go up to 12.
Well, good thing for you, Leon. You only had 3 health to fill.
I know. Yeah.
So lucky.
That's the best time to get that nat 1 out of there.
Yeah.
I have the lowest lowest die for recovering health in terms of hit dice.
I don't
Makes
think
sense because I'm a
I say you're supposed to be squishy.
I'm a squishy boy.
Alright, 1 second, I'm looking something up. You can talk us into the next scene if you want to. I don't have anything I can do during a short rest, so I'm just sitting there, mumbling an angry dwarf.
Did you
Well,
guys...
you healed 7 health, so you dressed your wounds. So we're just kind of.
I did
No.
that as I mumble angry dwarf.
Yeah.
Did you add your health back, Laucian?
I did, yeah.
Oh, it doesn't show anything changed from your
Oh.
statistics. Oh, there it goes.
I had to hit enter. Yeah, I was at 0 health points. You didn't know?
I guess, how about everybody roll a perception check real quick?
Okay. Good thing I'm proficient in that.
Roll a what?
I rolled an 18.
Perception?
Percepi.
I rolled the 18.
I'm
Oh, I rolled a
dumb as
13.
shit.
I rolled poorly. I
Yeah.
didn't roll poorly. I rolled okay.
You rolled okay.
Boy rolled good.
Yeah, Leon
I'm having a
and
rough time down
Laucian,
here.
you guys, while you're all dressing yourselves up and kind of fixing your wounds, giving each other back scratches,
Thanks.
you
Cold
hear a
bonding.
bush crack and you suddenly see this, what looks like a flaming, literally flames coming out of its head dwarf, kind of around this brush pile right here. And he sees you guys, stops for a second, and just kind of, and turns around and starts running away.
I call out as he's running away. Wait! We need to get out of here!
I don't notice it, do I?
You hear Laucian say that, and so like,
What?
look,
What?
what are you talking to? Are you
What is
crazy?
that? What are you talking
Well,
to?
or Leon and I are probably looking towards that way, and like I'm like in Edmore's like facing us or something. So you like turn away as he runs away, right?
And yeah, it just kept running, kind of into the brush, and you couldn't see it anymore.
We start like
Okay.
What was it? What
one of your
There's
brothers.
a dwarf with flaming hair, and he's a relative of yours.
I mean, you're all related, right?
Not all dwarves are the same. I mean, my hair is
What?
fire.
We're not?
No.
Well, I assumed in your berserking rage that you would eventually get to that level, right?
I mean,
I hope so. I think that would look really good on you.
you know, there is a myth in dwarven culture that when one reaches their highest point of rage, they burst into flames in their hair. So there's a chance he's so angry. And they'll always say, never go after an angry dwarf.
Well, I was about to say we should figure out what's making him so angry and see if we can help out.
Well, I'm always game to help a dwarf.
Yeah, that tracks. All right, let's go see where this dwarf is heading off to, and let's follow him over there. So we decide to move southeast to follow the dwarf.
Cool. Sounds good. Yeah, you guys continue along the path. You can tell the area you're in is quite bizarre just by walking through it. You know, obviously there's these massive mushrooms growing in the soil. Well, the lack of soil, more like. And then also these strange glowing trees that have orbs at the top that are starting to like softly just pulse. Colors.
I would like to.
Laucian is not paying attention to the road. He is looking at the giant mushrooms and the glowing shit. He is fascinated by his surroundings.
Laucian,
that's why he's walking so slow.
Laucian, what do you think the glowing balls do?
I have no idea.
Should we touch it?
Rub one,
but I sure hope it's
out.
magic.
Should we touch it?
And you also just kind of notice there's like small floating orbs in the air, some blue ones, and then some more yellow orangey ones that are just giving
Laucian bats at them.
A soft glow to the whole area. And as you try and bat at it, they just kind of slowly go to the side from where you swung and then come back to where they were kind of swirling around.
Laucian giggles at this.
Hey, keep your wits about you, lad.
Do you see what's ahead?
I do. I see a
I
bridge.
I'm looking across the bridge and I see what look like a bunch of dudes.
I see a bridge and I'm immediately a little petrified. I don't think
I'm not crossing it.
I don't think we should cross that. I stop.
Hey,
I stop
don't
here.
talk to your brother.
I also see him.
Yeah, you see this.
Give him a
Go
push
ahead.
forward. If I give Entmore kind of like just a little, be like, hey, keep walking.
Well, I want to notice. Can I roll
don't
perception
move.
to see, or I guess not perception. Can I see the group ahead? I see a couple of flaming haired dwarves, and then what looks like a wizard.
Yeah, you can pretty easily see them. There's no obstructions unless you're just that oblivious. You can still roll.
I'm gonna roll
investigation or perception.
I'm gonna roll perception because
See how
Laucian has
taken
been
you are.
watching the fun things.
Oh, you still
Okay.
notice. Yeah,
Yeah, I notice. I see the flames on their heads, and I'm like, I turn to Edmore. There's more.
I start to walk forward. I walk forward and I just yell, "Hello there! Hello. How are ye?"
Hi, how are you?
And you see this old wizard in these these like royal blue robes kind of come onto the bridge, and he looks you guys up and down. Huh. It's been quite a long time since I've had visitors here. Who are you three? Are there more of you?
I turn around. Laucian.
Where did you come from?
I walk up next to Entmore, and I stride up next to him, and I say, it's just us three. We're three adventurers looking to try and figure out why some local farm folk have been disappearing from the local lands above, and we found the cave, and yeah, well, luck has it, we kind of fell into the pit from the bridge above. I was having a pretty tough time of it, and my compatriots here decided to jump in after me. So
It's a
we'd like to get
story.
out of here.
It's a good one.
Our primary objective right now is to try and get out and get back to where we were, but we'd also like to, if there's any information you have about, dark forces at work, kidnapping and murdering people, that'd help.
And he looks around and is like, well, I hate to tell you, but there's not really any farm folk down here. There's not really any land they could till.
Yeah, I kind
come
of
in,
gathered
you
that
can-
from the mushrooms.
Yes, feel free to come in. And then he also turns back to his, which you actually now realize are a type of elemental that he has summoned himself.
Wow.
It is a. Give me a second to pull it up. In Azer.
How do you spell that?
Azer. In Azer.
Okay.
Is, I assume, how you're pronouncing it. But he turns to them and says, "Okay, boys, get back to your work." And they kind of just turn around, walk into the gate, and from where you're standing, it looks like they're, like, gardening for him.
Huh. Are they, like, just taking care of the plants and stuff?
Yeah, they're just kind of helping old man out, and one comes over the bridge and starts pushing back some of the shrubs.
I call out and I say, oh, by the way, I don't know if we've introduced ourselves. I'm Laucian Cyanidel, and these are my compatriots. And I kind of put my hand out so that they can introduce themselves.
Aye, Entmore Grumblebeard. And I walk towards the bridge.
And
I call out and ask him what his name is.
Yeah, he says, "Ah, well, it's nice to meet you, Laucian, Edmore, and Grumbleboy over there.
No.
You can call me Galder Fent."
Galder Fent?
Galder Fent. Fent is spelled F-E-N-D-T.
Of course it is.
Fent. Okay. So it's not Fent, it's Fent. Cool.
Fent. And then he starts to just kind of, he turns around and just kind of leads you guys in if you follow him.
I follow him.
Following, and
we do that.
Hastened dwarf
just doing some idle chit chat. "Oh, it's been a long time since I've had visitors. Ever?"
Oh God. Okay. It's the walls. I walked in the wall.
Oh, that's wild.
Let me delete that.
You can delete the door, right? Yeah, there you go.
It's been a long time since I've had visitors. Many years ago, I had to crumble in part of the cave to protect myself. There's what felt like an army. I couldn't keep them back, of Quotoas.
How do you spell that?
What's a Quotoa?
Kuo-toa. And Edmore, you actually have heard of these before since you are a dwarf. And they're kind of like a, how would you describe them? Kind of fish-like, but they enjoy the dark of the caves and in search of, like, minerals, and they hate the sunlight.
Aye, we got those at Mount Rafton all the time.
Ah, so a true dwarf from Mount Rafton. Wonderful. Aye. It's been, like I said, it's been so long. It's lovely to have visitors again, even though you apparently fell from a pit. Did you guys... He turns to you and looks you up and down. You don't look very hurt.
Well, we patched our bones, and I think our friend over here, he took a healing potion, but I think we're pretty resilient.
Ah, yes, that sounds right. I brew potions myself sometimes and keeps.
How long have you been down here by yourself?
Oh.
Or I guess, is there anyone else down here as well?
Oh, and with that, he kind of looks at you, and you can see a little bit of sadness in his eyes. No, I've been alone for about 12 years now. My wife passed. It was a very sad situation, but ever since then, it's just been me and my Azures down here.
Laucian said, Laucian bows his head and he says, I'm sorry for your loss.
Aye.
Yes, Rita would have loved some visitors too. We truly enjoyed it down here, but as it is, it happens. And he actually takes a closer look.
Oh, is he inside the house? Oh no, he's at the steps, okay. He
takes a quick closer look at you, Laucian, and looks at your hair. He's like,
yeah.
Why?
Oh fuck!
Where did your hair?
Your hair.
Where did your hair go? And
I tell him, I mean, falling down. It's like a little long, right? It's like maybe an inch long or something.
Yeah, I think it's long enough, but it's also like
it's obvious that I wasn't like this before.
Yeah, it's all just kind of.
I tell him.
You hear a dwarf just laugh. I'm just laughing as he's telling the story.
I look over at Entmore and I say, Well, not all of us are strong enough to fall down a 200-foot pit and not lose their hair in the process.
And he kind of, oh, that's a good one. Haven't heard that before. Sure, sure. And snaps his finger, and your hair grows back naturally to its normal length. And he kind of just like winks at you, and then goes in the house.
I'm kind of like standing there flabbergasted for a second that someone else would do magic in front of me. Do I recognize that that's magic?
Do we recognize that that's magic?
Oh,
I guess roll an Arcana.
Can I roll Arcana?
check. Yeah.
Okay,
It's a good thing I'm gonna get that.
I have to roll Arcana.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I know exactly what spell he used.
So do I!
Leon, do you want to roll too, or are you just gonna go off? You
matter.
He doesn't see shit.
You're so blind.
He's just
I
kind of.
didn't even know he had lost his hair.
He sees my hair grow back and he completely forgets that I ever lost it.
I'm going to be
in fact,
indifferent about
Laucian-
this magic. I feel.
Laucian, you immediately know when he snaps his fingers. In fact, you can kind of feel a tingling, kind of like somebody's scratching your scalp. You immediately know it's magic because you've felt that feeling inside of you before.
Yeah.
So you
Sick.
immediately know this is obviously a magic caster, and to be
Sweet.
able to
I'm
do
standing
that
flabbergasted
so-
for a little bit as the other two guys walk in.
And for him to do that so easily, you can tell he is probably a very strong magic user as well.
Yeah.
Whoa. That was awesome.
I mean, I'm pretty happy about it, but like, how
I-
did he do that? And then I follow him in. I'm kind of feeling up my head as this is happening, feeling my hair.
I want to. Do I notice any sort of like ores or minerals around his home?
Would you roll for that?
I don't know. Investigation or history?
Because you have some sort of skill, don't you?
I have stone cunning. Whenever I make an intelligence check related to the origin of stone, we're considered to be proficient. But not to. I just want to know if he has any like ores laying around or something like that,
I see.
or gems, any and all.
I guess, yeah, as you're walking through the house, you can see, like, in this room to the right, he has some alchemy equipment laying around.
Okay.
You don't see like piles of like silver ore or gold ore or anything.
Okay.
He might have small like silver shavings or gold shavings or little bits of rock for some alchemy purposes or other wizardly purposes, but he's not like mining himself.
Gotcha. Okay.
I wouldn't expect him to mine himself. I bet it'd be all the Azers.
Right.
That too. And yeah, he brings you kind of into this nice study room with this lovely warm fire crackling. You guys look a little wet. Feel free to hunker down for a little bit, dry off, enjoy yourselves. I can even, in fact, give me a second. And he snaps his fingers, and he casts. Let me pull up his character sheet.
Oh, he's actually got a spell list? Ooh. I like how Entmore stood right in front of me in the fire. You know, Kenny, if you hold Alt while you're moving your character, and then while you're still holding Alt, release your left mouse button, you can not click to the grid.
There you go.
If you want.
I got you.
It's better for roleplay purposes.
I guess I sit on my butt in front of the fire and stare into it.
You can grab a table from the or a chair from the table.
Nope. I sit my ass down and I stare into the fire and I just grumble in dwarf.
Yeah, he kind of looks at you guys getting comfortable and says, "In fact, let me get you some food." And he snaps his fingers and casts Unseen Servant.
Oh!
What?
You can't see him, but you immediately hear somebody take up a place somewhere in this room. Ah, yes, sir. What can I do for you? Either...
What in the rafting is that?
What the
Galder, like, immediately just, like, hones in on wherever this being is, and Ah, yes. Would you mind getting these lovely folks some food? It looks like they've been wet and cold for a while. They've had quite the day. And yes, sir. I will do that right now. And you hear footsteps just kind of walking to this back room. You hear
Okay.
some plates and stuff shuffling around.
I as we're warming up by the fire and as he walks off, I thank Galder. I say, "Oh, we appreciate your hospitality, Galder. This is, I mean,
Aye.
way more than any of us expected at the bottom of a cave system. That's for sure."
Got any ale?
Yes. Got any ale? Oh, I might be
Or
able to dig
meads?
something up for you. I'll see what my little servant here can find. And he peeks his head around.
Yeah.
And get some ale while you're at it.
I kind of want to broach the subject of his magic, and I want to ask him. So you're able to just cast magic at will and have it do exactly as you want? I thought it was illegal to use magic,
Well, you say
let
that.
alone control it.
Why do you think I'm living in a cave, my boy?
Well, I mean, I guess that makes a lot of sense.
Yes, me and my beloved Rita came down here many, many years ago to test ourselves. She also had the gift of magic.
The gift?
Oh, of course.
His ears, Laucian's ears, pick up at that.
Of course, my boy. It is a gift. And it is not a curse, what everybody else says. It is a gift, and we came down here to test ourselves and grow our knowledge, and have been down here ever since.
What were you tested? Yeah, sorry.
I
Go
look
ahead.
at I look at Laucian, and why are you asking him these questions?
Why are we talking about magic?
Yeah, why do you
I mean,
care?
we're just a. I mean, it looks like he's casting incredibly powerful spells just with the flick of his finger. I've never seen anything like that on the surface. How could you not be curious?
Didn't notice.
Is he hiding anything from me?
I guess that would be an insight check, right? To see if I'm just hiding
Are you
information.
saying is Laucian hiding
Is
things?
Laucian
or
hiding
is-
something from me with what he just said?
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be in.
I very much am, but
I'm well aware. That's
Does
why I want to
Edmore-
roll.
does Edmore know?
How about wisdom? Both of you roll wisdom.
Just
Yeah.
straight
Like
wisdom.
a wisdom contest. Yeah, wisdom contest.
Can I get in on this, or am I
So
out?
not fair.
If you think you
I rolled a
are
12.
curious.
No, I rolled an 18. I rolled an
I
18.
12. No, you're good.
Yeah.
I believe him.
Nice.
Okay, neither of them notice that I am obfuscating some information.
Yeah, you both kind of just
Alright, lad.
assume Laucian is just bringing up idle chit chat.
Okay.
And
Well,
then
also
out-
we're at the I tell him we're at the bottom of a giant pit that had frog people attack us, glowing or giant mushrooms, glowing plants, and floating lights in the sky. And you don't want to ask him about his magic? And then I turn back to
Fair enough.
uh,
Fair enough.
yeah, I turn back to Galder and I say, so you came down here to test yourself. What were you testing?
Oh, we were just learning how to control our magic. We had heard all the tales of people dying and consumed by their own magic, and we knew that couldn't be both of us. We cared about knowledge too much and cared about each other too great, so we wanted to control it, if just for our love, but also to just have a deeper understanding of what magic is doing. It's such a great, useful tool. I don't see why it's so demonized in the Upworld.
Does Laucian know why it's so demonized, or is Laucian still just mystified by? Because I feel like Laucian is like incredibly curious and mystified by magic and the magic that he's gained, and he might be aware of the fact that it's illegal, but not necessarily the full history behind it. Would I know
Oh,
that?
yeah, roll a history check.
Okay. 14.
14. Yeah, you probably don't know literally everything on the history of magic because it is a somewhat taboo subject.
Yeah.
But you remember learning in your young wee elven years about how the stories of a monster that was created by some mad men way in the past, and it was created by magic given to them by the gods. And to stop and kill the beast, the god of magic ended up sacrificing himself,
Okay.
which is why magic is not so freely available in the world. And since magic essentially brought this beast to the world, it became very taboo and controlled.
So I know that the god of magic is dead, right?
Yes, you know the
Okay.
god of magic is like gone. He doesn't have a presence in this world anymore.
Okay. I turn to Galder and I say, how are you able to control magic so well when the god of magic is no longer with us?
Quick question before the answer. Culture question.
Yeah.
Do the dwarves care about magic, whether people use it or not?
I mean, the general consensus of the world was that the humans became corrupt when they were using magic.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore nobody should be able to use magic. And that was that idea was brought upon by an alliance of men, dwarves, and elves before like the final battle happened. But what, we can sculpt this together as well. Like, I don't know, it's been millennia since that happened, so possibly the dwarves have slowly laxed, but magic is still not very available, and people who do end up coming on magic usually end up dying by the magic one way or another, and occasionally accidentally bringing people down with them, whether they mean to or not, or they go mad with it.
Okay.
So like, even if somebody gets magic, it's not great for them because it's very dangerous.
Okay.
In the long term.
All right.
I have a question. Are there any well-known magic users that we would know of in either the human, dwarven, or elven kingdoms? Like, does the queen use magic, or is she just powerful?
She does not. Yeah, she is just a very powerful elven queen.
Is she outspoken against magic?
Good question.
I guess would we know that?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
I don't know if Entmore or Leon would know that unless they have
I guess
regular information coming in from the Elven Kingdoms. This would be more for me. Yeah. Would I know if the Queen is has made any major decrees against magic?
There's usually, in fact, I will say Leon would have more of an opinion on this because it is usually religious institutions that end up controlling magic. Highly religious users like clerics are allowed to use their magic because it is small bits gifted by their gods, but it is heavily controlled and watched over by their church. But the fact that there are still other users in the world that kind of randomly come upon magic and it's not gifted to them by a said god after years and years of worship and research under them, it's taboo, and the people that get that magic are often kind of persecuted by religious institutions and frequently then also like the ruling governmental bodies.
Okay, so it's not like there's a bunch of like governors or like town wizards that have been granted special permission. It's mostly the religious institutions that use it for like religious purposes.
Correct, yeah. Especially, healing. Healing is the big one because everybody likes to be healed.
Yeah, no one likes to die. I
guess while he's talking to Golder Fent, I nudge Leon. Do you care about magic?
Yeah, not a lot of good happened from it.
Well, isn't Leon allowed to use magic?
He is. But
I guess he can not like magic and still need to use it in
Yeah,
some situations.
He would understand, or I don't want to put words in Leon's mouth, but coming from a religious institution where he spent many years and hours of work to like become who he is and know the little bit of magic he does, he would feel some sort of way meeting somebody who can like just freely use it, I would assume. But
Yeah,
Leon, you can speak for how you would feel for it.
Yeah, so that's kind of my take. It's pretty bad in the wrong hands.
So, knowing
It's a nuanced take.
that
So this is a bit more of a loaded question than all the previous ones I've done. But Laucian asks Galder, how were you able to control it after all this time? All the stories you hear are people either killing themselves and everyone around them, or going insane and disappearing into the mountains.
Yes, it's... I don't want to give away all of my secrets, but part of it is definitely years of practice and learning to control the wild chaos that's within you. And you can see his eyes kind of sparkle a little bit. Not physically, like, magically, but, like, emotionally.
Emotionally glint.
He's having a lot of fun, like, remember his early days of, like, learning how to use magic.
Okay.
And he kind of looks at you guys and says, well, I do hate to tell you, but I don't really know of a great way to get out of here. You know, like I said, I had to cave in the exit many, many years ago because of the Kuotoa. And while it is possible for you guys to get out that way, it'll probably take a few days of work removing all the stones, and I don't know what's on the other side at this point. The Kuotoa could still be there.
What are the Kuotoas?
Oh, it was a...
There's some rough fish people. Let's just keep it like that. We deal with them on Mount Rafting all the time.
And he tells you...
He gets out his monster manual.
I can flip to the page. Oh yes, Kuotoa, they are one of the beings created by the mad humans those many, many years ago, and they used to inhabit all the islands and lake shores, but eventually the saner part of the races decided that these were just monsters, and they ended up driving them into the caverns, and then over the thousands of years, they have evolved to like the slimy, dank darkness of the caves, but some of them
I nudge Edmore and I say, just like you!
I roll insight to see if he's making fun of me. I don't notice shit.
I love how every single one of those has been shitty rolls. So you never know that I'm making fun of you unless I
look back at him. It's like,
tell you.
I look back at him and I'm just like, aye.
And yes, they were pushed into the mountains and the caves, and they have ended up making quite a life for themselves here, but that does not mean they're not incredibly fierce and dangerous. They're very territorial. Excuse me, my throat is getting sore.
Gotta take that tea break.
Yeah. And some of them as well can actually use magic. You know, I keep forgetting his wife's name. I need to have it written.
Tessa?
Rita.
Rita.
I wrote it down.
Rita and I had a few small encounters with them, but for the most part, we tried to stay very clear. And then, you know, after she passed, I had a party try and come and claim this cavern, and I knew I couldn't hold, so I used with what little time I had left and used my powers to cave in the mouth of this river at the very end here where the water leaves. But since then, I've had no issues other than the occasional bullywug coming up, but my Azers just take care of them no problem. Did you
Yeah,
guys
wait.
have any run-ins with them? I've been trying to keep them down, but I have been a little lax lately. I looks down at himself and says,
Yeah.
I am old.
I am old. I'm 16. I'm a grandmother. I look over and I say, yeah, we ran into a couple when we were coming to on the lily pads. We one of them got away. We ran into two of them. One of them got away, but the other one we were able to actually take out. Probably could have used the help of the Azers earlier on. That would have been pretty helpful.
Oh yeah, they're immensely helpful and surprisingly good at gardening. You'd be surprised. These things are they
a
really like to
flaming
eat-
elemental.
Yeah, they eat gems and minerals in the rock, but for whatever reason, they've got quite the green thumb.
Have you had to dig a lot to expand the cavern and dig up more gemstones for them?
Oh, thankfully, no. Thankfully, if they need it, I can just let them go back to their own plane, and they will come back to me whenever I need.
Okay. I was wondering, after 12 years, you think the cavern would be, have some extensive cave systems for all the Azers eating?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
makes
They
sense.
can actually go through the rock without making tunnels.
Ugh.
They are quite the wieldy folk.
Oh.
But yes,
We
where
could
I
use some of them
was,
in Mount Rafton.
I hate to say it, but it'll probably take 2 or 3 days of work to open up the cave, and
Is there
really
anything
don't
we can do
know.
to help?
Oh, of course. I mean, I see you have a dwarf here. He is the one for mining, definitely. But it's just, it's just hard labor.
Okay. Laucian would like to talk to Galder more about his own magic and the fact that he can use it, but he doesn't want to do it in front of everyone and reveal his secrets.
I asked Galderfent, "You got a pickaxe? I'll head over and start chop picking away."
Oh, of course. Yes,
Chopping away?
I don't think it's chopping. I think
And
it's picking.
he kind of snaps his fingers for the invisible servant, and in fact, plates of food start coming out of this kitchen back here.
My eyes light up.
Heck yeah.
Dinner. The moment the food hits my hand, just in.
Laucian tries to grab a few, pieces of food from the other side of the plate that Entmore is on, so he doesn't lose a finger.
I grab some of his plate and keep going. Sorry, man. Dwarf's hungry.
I guess I'm fine. I guess I don't need to eat as much as you, I guess.
Mouthful of food. All right.
And Galder kind of does that same, looks directly where this invisible being is and says, "Would you get young Edmore here a pickaxe, please?" "Oh, yes, sir. I will be right back." And kind of walks
And
away
me,
down the
boy.
hall. And Leon, too.
Pickaxe.
And in fact, I've got 3 strong buckaroos here. I could probably use some help with a few other errands that would probably benefit all 3 of you too. But we'll get to that when time comes.
Okay. Laucian continues to stuff his face now that Galder has said that they'll get their chores later.
All right.
And in fact, I have some research. I'll be in my study if you guys need me. And he
Okay, I guess they'll help these guys get started on removing the rock and
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the pickaxe, then I'll head out to the rock area.
And then he says, he just kind of, as he's walking away, and he's like, "Yes, please, work at your own pace. I love the company, but I also fully understand if you guys are trying to get on your way as fast as possible. It sounded like you were in quite the pickle trying to find some missing farm folk. That's rough stuff up there. I'm glad Rita and I," and as he's going down the hall and still kind of talking, he just kind of fades away.
Okay.
And he's in his study down here.
Okay, I turn to my compatriots. I say, "This guy actually uses magic, and he uses it really well.
Aye, that he does.
I wonder why he doesn't just blow up the rock with a magic spell or something. I mean, if magic is so destructive, he should be able to just blow it up, right? Or would that cause a further cave in?"
Well, Hang on. Sorry. Let me get the laughs out. In Mount Rafton, we don't use the dynamite too often. It causes many cave-ins. We've lost many dwarves in the past. Pickaxe is the safest way to go.
That's understandable then. Gotta be careful about removing it so you don't cause the stone to come toppling down on your head instead.
Aye, we don't want to get trapped down here forever.
I kind of was expecting it when I fell down the pit. I think landing into the water has been the biggest surprise and saving grace that I've had.
Just a bit.
Despite you dunking me. It was a pretty sick dunk, I will give you that.
I just smack him on the back. That was my bad. And with that, I hopefully grab a pickaxe that is floating in the air near the room and just walk out towards the rocks.
I follow.
I follow both of them now that they both grab pickaxes.
Okay. Yeah, and as
While I'm walking,
as
I
you
just
guys
ask Leon, why are you so quiet?
Yeah.
Maybe he's got stinky breath.
And I keep walking.
We haven't brushed our teeth in a while.
Galder's office. Galder kind of yells at you guys. One of the Azures will lead you there. It's very close. It's really not far at all.
Okay, thank you.
Aye. Oh, hello.
Just one of them standing there.
Yeah, hello.
Lead the way, lad.
Kind of grunts at you.
You sound like Leon.
Hey, Leon, we found you a friend.
He speaks Leon. Heads over and then takes a right off the path and heads out here.
Nice.
And leads you to this small little pathway.
I was gonna say small little cave-in. That's a big fucking
The
cave-in.
massive cave-in over there.
Where you can see, like, there's small rocks if you wanted to hop across to get anywhere. But yes, more or less,
this is
led
the
you to this
cave-in?
massive cave-in right here.
I
And
guess we should try it out.
Entmore, you're looking at it and you're like, oh, yeah, that's a
Sally.
it's a
Whoa.
lot of rocks.
That's a big one.
I mean, we don't have to remove the whole thing, right? Just enough for us to slip through.
Aye, we gotta support a tunnel. And I walk over here and I just start picking away with the song of my people. Hi ho, it's off to work we go.
I was expecting that. I was waiting for you to start singing. I'm back here
Start
underneath the
picking
glowing
away.
tree, kind of observing it, letting these guys kind of clank away.
Hi, Leon!
Yeah, I guess.
Put your back into it, lad! You're not gonna get anywhere with that weakness.
Can I investigate the light trees a little bit? The glowy trees?
Yeah, sure. I guess roll a nature check.
Okay. 21.
Okay, I'm gonna have to bullshit something here.
Well, I'm just finding out what the trees are like, and if I can figure out anything from where I'm at. You don't have to tell me the subgenus and the history of it or whatever.
Yeah,
I'd
looking at
like
this
to know that.
tree, you can tell, or I guess, because do you have, like, you're an elf, so you're
I came
usually
from the
pretty
elven
close to
tribes in the
nature.
trees. Yeah, I came from the forest empire of the elves.
Okay, so some of your background, you realize that these are trees, but they have some sort of bioluminescent bacteria that live in these big balls, the big glowing orbs that are making the softly glowing light. So there's some sort of symbiotic relationship between the tree and these bacteria where it's
okay.
giving enough energy to the bacteria for them to glow, and obviously the tree is getting something out of it.
Okay.
But they give off this nice, soft, glowing, pulsing light in all directions. And it's
Okay.
very relaxing.
Okay. So these guys gonna continue working?
Hi ho, hi ho.
Okay.
So-
I'm gonna
Sounds like we
let
can
them know. Hey guys, I'm gonna go ask Galder if he has any other chores for me. I don't know if, my weak little elfie arms are gonna be so good for hacking at this stone.
Aye.
All right, with their grunts,
Are you
I
drunk?
I wander off. I wander off back to the Galder in his study to ask him
And as Laucian is leaving,
questions as magic.
he hears me yelling, "Put your back into it, lad!"
Schwack, schwack, schwack.
I just ignore him and keep going.
Okay, so I walk back in the house where Galder's at, and I walk into his study, and I knock on the door frame as I walk in, and I say, Galder, I had a few more questions about magic if you had a moment to spare.
Okay, so this is gonna get to a part where people are going to get divided up by the work they're doing and whatnot, and there's going to be a whole bunch of dialogue.
Okay.
So I asked a few questions to people. I talked it over with Kenny, and I think the best way to avoid personal
Spoilies!
character spoilers between the three of you as people that are playing, we decided that the best way would, if you're not having a conversation with Galder, deafen yourself in Discord.
Okay.
And I guess if you can read lips, look away from
Don't.
Discord.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
But I just want
I'm
to
gonna
keep
take
staring at these four cute faces on my second monitor.
I'm gonna go take a short break then. Just signal when you're done.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can
Okay.
send you a text if you want to go pee or something.
Chat, be
Alrighty.
good. All right, bye.
Make sure you deafen yourself.
Here, I'll deafen him. Sir.
Is that way YouTube can't listen.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
realized that.
Totally forgot about that.
Okay, there we go. Quick recap there, Kit.
Yeah.
I gave
Whoops,
him
sorry, kid.
I gave him some lore, and just magic can be gained in a few different ways around the world. He could Laucian picked it up by drinking from a softly glowing pool in the forest after he got separated from his friend. Other people can gain it, say, mining. Dwarves can gain it by mining and going too deep into the world and coming on some magical ore or just a crack of magical energy, and many other ways. But you can also just get cursed or blessed with genetics and be born with the magical powers. But yeah, for the most part, I think that's all we did.
Yeah, that's all we did. Because then I was about to describe that to Galder. I was going to say to Galder, oh yeah, because I was describing that. I was adventuring in the woods with one of my friends. I would always go off adventuring. I always wanted to see what was out there. And we got separated for a period of time, and I found this glowing pool of water in the woods, and I don't know what brought me to take a sip, but I cupped my hand and took a sip, and I don't really remember what much of what happened next, but I remember waking up and just feeling different. You know what I mean?
I remember that. Yes, I came on my powers. It feels like lifetimes ago. But yes, the feeling of immediately waking up and know that something's different, something's stronger inside of you. Oh, some days I dream of that newness again. And being old, it feels like nothing raises my emotions like it did back then.
So how did you get it? Did you sip from the same pool of water, or is there other ways to get into your magic?
I don't know if I could even fully explain it. It's still pretty confusing to me as well. It had something to do with my wife Rita. It was something between us, the spark. It just whenever we were together, we had this extra power, and then even as she passed, I was able to keep this and keep researching and keep learning everything I could. But I am pretty sure it was something about our love that sparked the magic between us.
So sounds like there's many different ways to run into your magical power. I mean, I haven't been able to control it nearly as well as you have. I mean, I guess you knew that I lost my hair because of a random burst of magic that burst forth within me. Do you know? Can you train me and show me how to control my magic better? At least guide it better?
I can definitely try. Part of it will just come with time, and I may be able to give you something when you go on your way that'll help as well, but...
Laucian's eyes bright up at the sight of that.
I cannot promise anything good or bad will happen, but, there aren't many people in the world. I only knew a few other magic users, and I don't even know if they're still alive. It's been, like I said, I've been down here for decades. And I'm an old man myself now, but at least one part of it will come with practice. So in fact, let's go to the yard. Let's get some practice in you, why don't you say?
Laucian kind of is giddy about this and turns around and runs outside to do some practice.
And he stands beside you and yells, Azure, come here, please. The Azure Elemental comes around and grunts at him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, would you mind? I'm sure this won't hurt but a pinprick, but even if it does, you can leave and come back later, it's fine. But yes, would you please humor me and my compatriot here? He has the gift, similar to I do, but he is not trained yet. So I want him to practice on something. And you are a strong, and kind of looks him up and down, thing.
Strong being.
So how do you feel about it? And you can tell the Azure kind of looks at him, cannot understand a word of the common he's speaking.
Yeah.
But the fact that he just trusts Galder so well is like, ugh.
Okay.
Galder kind of backs off a few feet, and I think that's what triggers the Azure's like, oh, something's about to happen. So he kind of braces himself. And yeah, Galder looks at you and is like, go at it. I doubt you'll kill him.
So I just cast anything?
Just cast something.
Okay, what do I want to cast? I mean, I don't want to use another spell slot unless I know I'm gonna regain them soon. But you know what I do? I'm gonna cast Color Spray. At level 1. Color Spray. A dazzling array of flashing colored lights spring from my hand. What it does is it essentially, I roll 6d10, and then it's sort of like the sleep spell where you kind of give a condition to specific creatures. You subtract their health totals from your total, and then once your number is below all of their health totals, you can't do anything to them. This one lights them up in like red, green, and blue.
Oh yeah, they like become illuminated so you can see them.
Yes, they are blinded until the spell ends.
Okay, how bright is it?
I don't know. It also didn't cast it for some reason. Oh, because I have to just roll 6d10. Okay. Okay, I have 33 points of health that I can color with my spray, and I spray it.
So the 33 has to be more than his health?
Has to be equal. Yeah, equal to or more than his health.
Okay. You spray this cone of bright colors at it, and they kind of hit him, puff on him, but the Azure still just kind of stands there and scratches his chest.
So he's not blinded at all?
He's not blinded.
Okay. I turn to Galder.
Galder, yeah, he walks up to you and says, well, that was a... props to you for not just trying to kill him.
Well, I wanted to try something. Try one of the more interesting spells that I've been practicing and learning. I guess I still need some work on trying to, make it effective and make it work.
Yes, like I said, it came with time. But hey, look, you didn't blow up.
Yeah, I didn't spontaneously combust. Although I was a little careless, and in front of my compatriots, I did cast a ray of sickness spell on a goblin and just kind of turn his insides into goo immediately. That was a little unfortunate.
How did that go? What did they say? They sure sounded like they haven't come into any magic users in a long time, so...
I don't know how I was able to, but I was able to convince them that I just threw one of my daggers at him, and it just caught a nerve or caught him in the throat or something. There was no cut wound, so I don't know why they believed me, but somehow they did, and they didn't realize that I had cast a spell to end this goblin's life all at once.
How interesting. Yes, it does seem like that Entmore fellow may not be the brightest. He's... a few times he's said something, but oh well, as dwarves be as they are.
Yeah.
But yes,
well, what do you think I can do to improve my spell? Is like, am I using the wrong components for it? Am I saying the wrong thing, or am I just not channeling the right power?
Yes, I think it's going to come down to feeling it inside you and being able to more efficiently channel the power either through your words or through your hands, and just being able to eventually know exactly what you need to do.
So you're saying I need to feel my spells more than call them forth?
Yes, it's almost like, how do I say it? My wife always used to explain it like, when you're reading and you don't realize you're reading anymore, the words just paint pictures in your head. It's almost like that. You stop realizing you're trying to funnel the power, and it just happens.
Okay. I think I understand.
So
It'll
try
take a lot of
again.
practice.
Try something again on him.
Okay.
But focus. Try and ease your mind. And this time,
I'm out of spell
can't really
slots.
say-
Wait, no,
you
I
have
might
no
actually
more
have a resolution for this. Because I can use my sorcery spells. I can use my sorcery points,
Oh yeah.
and I can regain a spell slot. Yes, I'm going to use my 2 sorcery points. So I go down to 0 sorcery points.
And those are the ones I can like call. No, that's not the wild.
That's
damage.
Tides of Chaos.
Oh, so yeah, those are the ones I can technically make you roll a D100 whenever
No,
I want.
that's rolling D100 is Tides of Chaos.
Gotcha.
The sorcery points are converting sorcery points to spell slots.
Gotcha. Okay.
The Tides of Chaos, I can gain advantage on an attack roll.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, I'll actually do that. I'll use my Tides of Chaos as well to gain advantage on. Should I just cast the same spell again or a different one?
Yo, it's up to you, my boy.
All right, I'll try a different spell this time, and I cast Ray of Sickness. 16. Does that hit?
I lost his sheet. There it is. Yes, a 16 does hit.
Okay. 12 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, you cast in this ray, like this. I don't want to even say ray. This like dark green mist shoots out of your hands as you're kind of just mentally focusing on not focusing.
Yeah.
And it hits this guy, and he. So just do poison damage? Okay.
Yeah.
He's
probably resistant to it.
It is, yes. It hits him, and he kind of. And kind of shakes it off and stands there and looks at Galder quizzitively for a moment. And Galder just kind of nods back at him.
Okay. I turn to Galder and I say, now, how about that?
And now roll a D100.
Yeah! 85.
Okay, I need to pull that sheet up.
Sure.
Actually, I think it's roll a D20 first.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll still go with that 85.
So 13.
Okay, and you said 85?
Yeah.
Okay, 85. One creature of your choice gains a +1 bonus to attack rolls, damage rolls, and its AC for 1 minute. So who do you choose?
Can I roll a D3 to choose which of the 3 of us it gets to?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a D3. 101.
Yeah,
D3.
Since you don't know how to channel your power very well.
Yeah.
A 1.
Okay, so I pass it on to Galder.
Okay, and Galder kind of just looks down at himself. It's like, oh, I see what just happened. Yes, that is That does happen occasionally. Don't worry about it. As long as it's not harmful, but you'll get a hold on it eventually. And hey, this one's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot better than the last effect when I lost all my hair.
Yes, I remember those. One time I think one of my feet fell off and it slowly regrew over a few days. It was very bizarre. Many years ago.
Oh boy.
Old
I don't want to
Rita
lose any of my
was-
arms or legs. That seems kind of scary.
Rita was laughing at me for days, but like I said, it grew back just fine, and he kind of looks down, lifts his foot up, and wiggles his toes at you. See?
Yeah.
And with that, I'm going to text the other guys and say they can come back in.
Okay.
And we'll fade over there, and he will say, let's go check on our boys real quick. Let's head down.
Do I mute now, or do I, are we all
No,
come
you
back
can.
together?
You'll. I mean, if
Okay.
you want, but he's gonna walk down to meet the other people, the other.
Okay, I'm gonna hang out with the homies.
Hi ho, it's off to work we go. Leon singing it with me. Aye.
And yeah, Galder comes up and says, "Oh, you guys are making some quick work of this.
Aye.
I do apologize. Like I said, I didn't see any other way, and I think it's good that I did cave this in, because if I didn't, you probably would have come up on an entire city of very evil things."
There's a whole city behind there?
There could be.
As far as I know, there is not. But, you know, like I said, this was about a decade ago when they tried to storm in, and look how massive this cave is I found.
Aye.
I don't even want to know what they would have built in 10 years.
Those Kuotoa, they're fishy bastards. That's for true.
Fishy is right. I hate the smell of them.
Hey, it's just gross.
So, in fact, I do... You know, it is getting quite late. I don't know... You know, I've lost my track of time on what the upworld does, but... For me, it's getting pretty late. I don't know if you guys are tired or want some dinner, but I am about to have a nice dinner at home. You guys are welcome to join me. And
I could definitely go for a nap.
What's for dinner?
I think I have my butler making some ham and cheese tonight. Don't ask how I got it. I'm not going to tell you.
Fair
Well,
enough.
now I want to know.
And if you're going to be here a few days, I can discuss some errands I wouldn't mind you guys running for me, since I am quite old and decrepit.
Of course, anything we can do to help with, you know, how much you've helped us so far.
Seems fair enough.
Lovely. Well, yes, let's go eat.
Oh, I
Okay.
will follow.
He
I
goes
keep-
back in the house.
I keep my pickaxe on me. I'm like just gonna quick walk there. Is that all right?
That's what I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have a table big enough for 4. It's like I said, it was just Rita and I for many years, and
Nah, the
know,
chair in
why
front of the
have-
fire is fine.
why have 4 chairs when there's only 2 of you? That's just too much space.
Yeah, that's just too busy.
And he kind of snaps his fingers, and the trays of food come out. It's hot steamed ham, or hot and like steaming ham coming out. You see a bowl of what look like some sort of tubers, possibly potatoes.
Taters.
Some lovely
Double
roasted
stuffed
vegetables.
potatoes.
It's been a long time since I've been able to have some sort of feast with people. I have been craving this for a very long time.
Does the food go to the table?
Family style?
The plates are equally portioned, and it's all individual platters, so like one kind of floats up to each of you.
And I just
Okay, I grab my platter and I put it down on my lap at the in my chair.
I look over.
Can I try to
at-
grab it?
I look over at Laucian's, but I continue to eat mine.
I kind of turn my chair away from him to block it a little bit.
Good move, lad. Smart.
You're not getting any of my food today,
I know.
dwarfy boy.
At this point, I'm just going ham. Ha!
Going ham on the ham.
I'm going ham on the ham and taters.
And yeah, you guys enjoy dinner for a while. Just enjoy
snacking.
some dinner, enjoy some light conversation, nothing particular. But as you finished your meals, Galder has had his unseen servant bring out pints of ale for everyone, and he has a
Sick.
small cup of coffee for himself.
Okay.
And
I'm slogging on that ale.
Oh,
I'm
I'm on my third my third pint if I can be.
And he looks at you three and is like, "Yes. Now about the business. I think I have 3 different tasks, but realistically, only 2 people need to go on each task. I don't want to send one of you, especially with the bullywugs about right now.
Of course.
Yes, probably 2 of you for each task, and you can divide it up however you want. But I will take the other person for my own small chores." But yes, the 3 chores, I would very much love if somebody could go to Rita's grave. She is... You guys probably passed it, well, not quite past it, but if you went north on the path, it would take you right to her grave.
Okay.
And I would love if it would just be cleaned up a tiny bit and maybe have some flowers put on there. Super simple stuff. I can't imagine there's anything hard with doing that. And then as well, on the far northern side, if you kept going across the rocks where you guys were digging out, you come up to a cliff, and for some magical devices of my own, I need a blue crystal that for some reason only grows up there. And I hate to be cryptic, but you can't use swords or steel to cut it. You'll have to figure out how to break some off when you get up there. It seems like it changes every time I'm there, and it's very frustrating.
Okay.
Aye.
So I need a crystal from the northern cliffs, some flowers put on Rita's grave, and also, many years ago, I dropped something in the lake. Did you guys see all the giant lily pads by chance?
Yeah.
Aye.
We landed
Yeah.
near them.
Yeah, I dropped something many years ago. It was... Oh, hold on a second. What was it? It was a... You guys probably won't even recognize it, but it is a very bright, shining stone. And it was stupidly quite near the biggest lily pad in the middle. So if possible, I would need somebody to swim down to the bottom and grab that stone for me. And I will dice it up very nicely and make something special for you.
I say, well, if you're gonna be swimming underwater, I think the 2 of you with the better lung capacity should probably grab that.
Dwarves
grab
don't
that
go.
one.
Dwarves don't go in water.
I guess that'd be me.
Oh, that's
Us-
true.
us
Yeah,
dwarves don't go
I'll
in
I'll
the
save
water.
Entmore from that surprise and that horror. I'll go underwater there.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to help out with the magic crystal. I'm interested in the crystal and what it might be used for.
Okay.
So I guess I'll leave the cleaning up Rita's grave to you two. Is that all right?
Aye. And then I can go with you to the blue crystal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you and I can do those 2.
Okay.
I'm not going towards the water, lads. That's no.
So I guess that was pretty easily decided.
Yeah. I'm assuming are we gonna die? Are we gonna go to bed? I'm tired. Dwarves need a good break after a long day of making tunnels.
Yes, you guys are more than welcome to set up a little... Do you guys have bedrolls? I assume you have bedrolls. I might be able to get my unseen servant to find something, but...
We
You
have
are more
bedrolls.
than-
We're adventurers. We're used to camping out in the wilderness.
He said
You're
yes.
more than welcome
I'm
to
already
use
undoing
this-
my bedroll.
Well,
I am
obviously,
already
Edmore has decided that he is happily sleeping here. That's fine. The fire will keep you nice and warm. If you feel like you need the fresh air, feel free to go in the garden. Whichever works for you.
We appreciate that. We appreciate your hospitality.
I'm like half in, half out.
And with that, he goes to his own bed.
Okay, and then I set up my bedroll after he leaves because I'm not a rude little turd.
I'm quite. I do things very quickly. Us dwarves in Mount Rafton do.
You do things without thinking about them. That's what you do.
Axes first, baby. How the fuck do you think we got down here?
True.
Should have left.
And yeah, I guess you guys will have taken a long rest now.
So
sick.
I have a question about this. We
Go
we only have one hit dice, right, at level 1?
Yeah.
The hit dice is the amount of level you are, correct? And then you can get half of that back every time you sleep, equal to 1.
So you would round that up, just equal to 1.
Okay.
So like each long rest now, you'll just get 1.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we heal to full, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's all my question was. I read something in the book today, and I confused myself with it, as I do.
My house rule is usually you just get all of your hit dice back because I think that's silly. But we can play with just you get half back. We can play by the book.
I'll leave that to the DM. I was just asking based on the book.
Yeah, I liked how we did it, and on your campaign, Brian, because I think we just got all of them back.
Plus, we die
especially
so
at
fast.
low levels. Because and it makes sense that you would take short rests throughout the day, doing whatever you would do. So
yeah, it makes more sense to do the half at the higher levels, so you don't just cheese it and just.
I agree with that. Yeah, maybe at a higher level we'll start going that route.
Yeah, like level 5 or something when we're really, beefy. When we're not if, but when we're beefcakes.
And
when I
we'll
swing my axe twice in a move, that would be awesome. All right.
I'm gonna get so much meta magic. Oh man, I'm excited about it. There's so many things I can use my sorcery points for. Oh
in the
man.
future?
Yeah, I can make it so no one can hear me cast a spell. I can cast it like as a normal action spell as a bonus action. I can make them go further or deal more damage. I can be careful not to hurt my friends. Oh yeah,
that'll be something.
I can cast fireball and use some.
Real quick though.
Okay,
sounds good.
I can. Oh, so I guess this is a good bathroom break, huh?
Mitch and I already had one. We're good.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take my bathroom break now.
That's good. We'll vamp. Hi, chat. How is the dialogue heavy episode going? Did you learn a lot from Brian's thing? I hope it was fun. Mitch, what did you do on your break? I said hi to my wife and went to the bathroom.
I just watched videos, I guess.
TikTok, nice.
I tried calling Speedway, and nobody answered.
Typical.
And I think they might have answered and hung up really quickly.
Typical. I do that with all the crap.
Not positive.
People. Hi, Kit. How's it going? You're vibing? That's what's up. This is a vibing stream tonight. Leon and I just pickaxing away, me trying to get him to hit harder. I am curious to know what happened with Brian. I'm sure it was him learning a lot about magic, and I'm sure that won't come back to bite us in the ass, Niche, I'm sure.
Nope, never.
Nope. I still can't believe that we were in combat for like 40 minutes. No,
Oh
maybe
my God.
maybe like 25 or 30. I didn't hit him a single fucking time.
I'm so salty. Well, because the guy had like a decently high armor class.
He did. It was like a 14 at least.
No, I missed with a 14, so I know
Oh, so
you
it
hit
would've
with the 16.
Also, it would have
So
been
we
a
have
15 or 16.
Yeah, 15 or 16.
Oh, we suck.
Yeah.
Well,
I hit him my first hit, and I did good.
it went
4 or
downhill
5.
from there.
4 or 5 in a row.
It's a good thing I had 3 hand axes on me because I lost one of them.
Oh yeah, you never went and picked it up.
I picked up the one by his feet, but the one I threw in the water, I didn't go after. So a good thing I had 3. Ooh, what are you drawing? Are you drawing the bullfrogs? What are they called? The boulder frog? Boulder frogs,
Bullywugs?
right? Bullywugs.
The bully.
So many
think I can-
names.
I can technically share their.
I have the
like-
book.
Well, I can also like in Roll20 share the things that I've made with you guys.
Oh.
Yeah, it goes into our journals.
Oh.
Guys, I'm so excited to use my spray gun and my nail gun.
I'm gonna use my ray. I'm gonna use a nail gun by turning my ray of sickness into automatic weapons.
Ron's gonna meet an
Just
artificer. and
doodling.
just-
Nice. What?
Yeah.
Should I paint my house?
Roll.
Baby vomit yellow.
Roll investigation. See if you should paint your house.
I don't
not
think he's
doing
gonna
it.
roll.
He's not doing it.
No. Do you say investigation?
I said investigation.
Yeah, roll investigation.
Roll investigation. See
Why?
if you should paint your house.
Why? Why investigation?
Nope.
Ah,
you
you should
shouldn't
not paint your house.
man. You look at your house and
Let
you're
me
like,
close my
nah,
windows.
this house looks good. I'm actually set.
Are we sure we don't have like?
How you fucking
You're like
rolling that?
100% positive you don't have something turned on there.
How do you rolling that one on that?
Like how
Rather
positive?
rather use it on a non-canon roll than an actual canon.
Yeah,
That's
you
not
know
how
what?
statistics work, Brian.
Statistically speaking, this is pretty crap.
Statistically unlikely.
I'm ready to go. Kit, I hope your doodles go great. If you post any, I can't wait to see them. And,
I got a 19 on that one, so I get to paint my house now.
nah, it's only one.
Hey, D&D doesn't decide my life.
That's fair.
Yeah,
However,
D
there's a
decides
couple
everything.
on there's a couple on TikTok who do a lot of decision things. They roll dice to see if they should do it or not. Actually, quite awesome.
I mean, I've also heard like sometimes if you're 50 or you think you're 50-50, you're supposed to flip a coin and then like you kind of know how you
know
want
what
it
you
to
want.
land
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've seen
because
those.
you'll feel some sort of way if it's one way or the other.
Alrighty.
um,
I'm ready when you are.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
You guys get a nice night of sleep. You don't really notice the sun rising or anything.
I
So you
would
kind
hope
of just-
not.
That would be weird.
You all wake up to the smell of like coffee and cooked meats.
Okay.
And Galder
Laucian
kinda-
rouses from his bedroll from meditating and puts everything away.
Yeah, Galder like kind of groggily comes out of his rooms. I hope you all slept well. Like I said, I hope the floor isn't too hard, but you know, who expects guests when you live 500 meters under the ground?
Oh boy, that's quite the distance.
Aye.
But yeah,
Lovely floor you
yeah.
got here. It's better than the mines.
Yeah, better than the hard stone of the mines in the caves above.
Aye.
All right, well, let's get to business. How do you guys want to break off today? You know, you'll probably be able to get everything done, but you know, it's early. All of our minds aren't working very well. I don't think you have to do any of these in a particular order.
A dwarf always gets the mining done early, so I'll go pickaxe the wall.
I thought we were gonna do our chores first.
Well, it's 2 at a time, so I would imagine while 2 people go and do one, the other would be pickaxing.
Oh, okay.
Well, Galder was gonna
Oh,
have
I've
the
got
other
other
person,
chores
like,
for
hang
him.
out with him.
That's
Yeah, he was
right.
gonna have your moment with him.
Oh, that's right.
Do you want to have your moment with him?
I don't know. Seems scary.
You should have your moment with him.
I'm gonna have my moment. Leon, do you want your moment with them first?
You're good.
Okay.
We're gonna go get
you-
the emerald.
We're gonna go get
thing.
the shining stone
Nice.
near the biggest lily pad.
I guess I'll stay here and help you. Golder. Nope. What's his name? Golder.
Galder, that was correct.
Does this mean me and Brian take a break now?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I would love to have it go on at the same time, but
That's
you
impossible.
won't be able to hear it, and I won't be able to control 3 people.
I
at
now
once.
understand
Gotcha.
why you assigned the chores and all of it.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense.
Yep.
All right. So do you just?
I wonder if I was supposed to do my my talk with him during these chores instead of just wandering up to him. But now I get extra practice.
All right.
Cool. Then I will mute. Let me know when you're good.
Yeah, I'll shoot you guys a text in the chat when it happens, and I will pull you guys out of the house. Zoop.
I'm so nervous. Oh, blind.
Why can't you see?
Oh, I'm scared.
wait,
You dragged me out of the house.
I accidentally pulled you out, not Leon. Or yeah.
All right, I'm back in the house.
I can't see.
Dwarves blind in the mines. Oh, I got dark vision. All right, Galder, what do you need? What can a dwarf help you with?
Yes. For the most part, not much. I'm so interested in how a party comes down into my cavern. How did you guys come down here?
Galder, do I have the story for you, lad? It is fantastic. Sit down. Grab some tea. Get me an ale. Oh, I've got a story to tell you. I'm gonna tell you the story. Is that what you want?
How much of the story are you
I'm
about
gonna
to tell
go
me?
into it, man. What do you need?
Are you just about to recap the whole adventure?
Not the whole adventure, but the parts that I've been telling everybody this week.
Let's say you tell him the adventure, and that time passes.
Okay. Oh, you missed that. It's fantastic. And then he fell down into the bridge, and I looked back at Leon, and he told me, "Axes first," and with a grin, I jump, and we go down to save our friend, our companion.
My goodness, it's a wonder you guys aren't dead.
Aye, but as they say, I'm not rafting. Axes first, never leave a dwarf behind.
I knew a few dwarves back in my day. And isn't Grumblebeard one of the main names of most of the dwarves? What's your lineage?
The Grumblebeards come deep in Mount Rafton. Aye, we've had a long lineage there as the oh my gosh, I don't even remember their names. Hang on. Where is my... Let me go into my notes, I'm sorry. The Grumble Dwarfs and the Treybeards from long ago battled it out and came together under one name, the Grumblebeards, after our axe was shattered in battle against each other.
Yes, I do believe I learned that a long time ago, but it's quite foggy in my brain.
I'm a mere lad. My father fought in that. No, he didn't. My grandfather fought in that battle long ago and was taken out in the fight, and it was very changing for the whole clan.
My goodness, that is... Yes, you have lived quite the tale, but you also seem rather young for adventuring for a dwarf, aren't you? Why are you... And how did you meet these two of all people?
Oh, boy, do I ask myself that question every day. Well, recently, I guess I can tell you this, sure. No one's down here. The orc clan of... where do the orcs come from?
The orcs of Olidgan.
Olidgan, okay. Orc clan. Oleggon?
Olodgon. Or I think it's Gan.
Gan. Olidgan. Okay.
It's Gon.
And then okay, so the a few months ago, the orc clan Olidgon ransacked Mount Rafton, slaying many of my people, and they stole the great Grumblebeard axe. And
my God, isn't that what the king of the dwarves uses as like his, all powerful scepter?
Aye, it has kept our clan strong for for centuries. And he came through and ransacked it and killed our king, my father, and stole the Grumblebeard axe. And in talking with the Dwarven Council, I asked, I pleaded, I told them that I alone would go after our clan's peace, what holds us together, and bring it back and reunite us once again.
Wow, that's quite the tale, my friend. Yes,
I stumbled upon these hooligans, I call them. I don't know much about Leon, but Laucian, he's a good lad. I met them in the dwarven city Myriad. Nope. Myriad. I met them in Myriad in the Adventurers Guild, looking to find passage through the elven tunnels in the mountains. Hoping I can make my way to the orcs and take them down and regain the axe and hopefully reunite the dwarves in Mount Rafton once again.
My God, that's amazing. I will say I am surprised the dwarves only sent one. You know, sometimes I won't say I always understand dwarves, but the few that I met always seemed rather hasty. I'm surprised as soon as the attack happened, they didn't just send the entire army over.
Well, the orcs took quite a few of the fighters out. It was a gruesome battle. The council is in charge, trying to maintain the dwarven society, and rather than taking out all the fighters left, I alone decided that I shall go and get this back, whatever means necessary.
My goodness, that is quite impressive. Good on you, my boy.
Aye. Plus, you know us dwarves. Axes first. We're headstrong.
Oh yes, I do believe you there. But I will say, is there some way I can help? You know, you do seem quite the greenhorn. I can give you some practice. My Aziers out there will happily play dummy for you if you want to swing away for a bit. I doubt you'll kill them.
Oi, that can I table talk real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
What would I gain from hitting them? Would I get plus attacks on my great axe or a more die?
I'm just using just kind of a training opportunity. The
Okay.
long game here is after each one of you go through this little training with him is when you'll level up.
Okay. Aye, absolutely. That would be fantastic. I'm a strong dwarf, are you sure?
Oh, believe me, these things are made of rock, and you may be a dwarf, but whew, I would be surprised if you took one of these out. And even if you took them down, they'll just disappear back to their plane and heal, and then come right back to me. I've had these folks for years. They really care about me, and I really care about them. I wouldn't let anything happen.
I grin. After he says that, I grin at him and I say, "Aye, I'll take one out for you. Or I'll take one out. I'll show you." Just as like a playful sort of like, oh, you don't think I'm a dwarf, I can do it. Knowing that I'm not hurting them physically.
He kind of chuckles and, oh, I see. Yeah, we'll see about that. He starts to walk away. In fact, I think I'll make some sort of friendly wager that you will not kill this.
What's the wager? Dwarves love to bet.
I mean, what do you got? I don't have much. I mostly.
I don't have anything either. Can you enchant anything?
Can I enchant? Sadly, no. I was not much of an enchanter, but I could craft you something for when you leave. I could give you a piece of magical equipment, probably, that will aid you on your travels.
All right. If I can take it out, yeah, I'll take that magical thing from you. But if I can't, I'll cook you the finest dinner from the Mount Rafton dwarves that you've ever had.
That sounds lovely. I haven't had somebody else cook for me other than my unseen servant for many years.
You've got great ham. I'll make it even better.
Oh, don't tempt me. I might just let you win on purpose, or in fact, I might make sure you lose on purpose.
Oh shit! Oh man, oversold it. Hey! Hey! All right, I'm amped. I'm ready.
And he kind of yells at, "Hey, you over there!" in this azure that's kind of just cleaning up around some of the brush and whatnot. Looks up at him, stands up straight, gives him a nod, and Galder says, "Would you mind, doing a little bit of one-on-one with this fellow here?" And you look back at the azure, and you can tell it has no idea what Galder is saying at all. Cannot speak common. But Galder just gives him a big head nod, and the azure just kind of gives a little quizzical look, raises one of his fiery eyebrows, and hefts up his hammer that he's holding.
Does it speak Dwarven or Elven?
It speaks Ignan?
I don't speak that. Okay. Alright. I hope you're ready, lad! Ah!
And yeah, he hefts his hammer over his shoulder a little bit, and he's ready.
Alright. Am I just swinging at him right now?
And yeah, Galder steps back and says, "Swing at him, boy! You're not gonna hurt him!"
Alright, here I go. I fucking can't even, man.
And yeah, you swing at it. You swing at it, and you do hit its body, but it doesn't seem to do any sort of damage. And in fact, you take...
I take damage? No way.
You actually end up taking 9 points of fire damage from the contact of your sword hitting him, and he's so hot.
Holy fuck! Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I have 6 left. Alrighty.
And Galder just snickers at himself. And says, "Okay, give me a second. I'll be right back." And he walks into his house. Walks back out with a healing potion and kind of tosses it at you. "I told you you might need a little bit of practice."
You're not wrong, lad. My bad. Alright, I take a health potion, I assume.
And it's 2d4 plus 2.
Alrighty. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I'm back to 14. Alright, I swing again. I rage this time. It's just fire damage, so that doesn't matter anything. But I rage this time, just in my dwarven spirit yelling, "Aah!" And I just great axe him again. Yes! Yeah?
Yeah, you make contact, and
Woo!
you... By the first one you noticed, you just hit, like, a piece of what looked like its body, and it was actually stone.
Okay.
This time, you did it a little more deftly and aimed for a crack in the stone.
Okay.
And you just smack it right on the crack. Roll some damage.
Plus 2, so 11.
Okay.
Plus 2's from my rage.
So it was 11. Okay. Yeah, you hit it. You can see the cracks open up a little bit in its chest where you kind of like just jammed your great axe into, but he is still standing pretty strongly.
Still standing pretty strongly. Okay, all right. Do I notice anything in particular about his rocky form?
What are you looking for?
He's made of stone, right?
Yes.
Do I notice anything particular about the stone that could help me in this battle?
Oof, let me pull up its... I don't think so.
No? Okay, that's fine.
But I will verify. Oh, that's the wrong page.
Like over analyzing this fight.
Oh, in fact, they are made of bronze.
Oh. Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, so you noticed a crack in its like bronzen body and aimed for that and cracked it a little bit more.
All right, and as a dwarf, I know that bronze starts to crack more easily as it's getting more cracked. Correct?
Oh, but also you take
Oh, I took damage.
6 points of fire damage.
Jesus Christ! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Galder kind of looks at you and is like, "Hey, at least it looks like you did a little more damage than you took that time. At least you hit him."
Aye, well, he's a fiery bastard. Any tips on how to not get fire by him?
Well, you can't touch him.
Okay, so with that, I take 2 steps back, and I throw both of my hand axes at him. Yeah? Okay.
Okay.
First one. Huh?
The first one does hit.
Yes. +2.
Nice.
And then, okay. And I throw the second one. I'm gonna just be like throwing them at the same time.
Yeah, I get that.
Ugh.
Oof, second one misses.
Okay.
But yeah, the first one you threw, you chuck them both at the same time. The one in your right hand smacks it right where that crack that you started to smack with your great sword or great axe,
Your hand axe. Yep.
and it hits in the crack and just opens it a little bit more, and you can start to see like some what looks like inner fire light kind of leak out.
Oh. Okay. All right.
And then the other one soars past and lodges itself in this tree.
Ugh. And I throw my javelin right at the crack.
Go for it.
I have a ton of projectiles.
You do. I forgot about that.
I missed. Shit.
You don't get advantage, right?
I unless you tell me I have advantage.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. You get advantage.
Okay. All
And
right.
the 17 hits.
Okay. All right. So I throw it. I hit him 6.
Okay. And at this point, the Azure looks at Galder and kind of just inquisitively like, is this supposed to be happening?
Do I notice this inquisitive look between them? Am I catching on to anything?
Yeah, I guess roll
I mean,
perception.
Okay.
Nope.
Alrighty. With that, not knowing shit and knowing what Galder told me, I grab a dagger.
I will say, yeah, he does. The crack is probably most of the way formed over his chest at this point.
Okay, so I'm getting close. Okay. I have a dagger. I'm gonna throw the dagger. I throw the dagger at the crack, hoping to finish it off. Is the dagger one? I guess I'm just gonna roll a hand axe. But no.
Yeah, and then just roll the dagger damage if you hit.
I'll
That's
just do it.
fine.
I'll just roll a d20.
A 9 is not gonna do it though.
Fuck. Dagger goes soaring past him into the tree again.
And Galder just kind of chuckles to himself. Yeah, like I said, I think you're just a little bit green and need a little practice, but this should do it for you after some time and effort.
All right, still raging. I see super cracked. I just sprint at him with my axe, great axe in hand, and just hit the rest of the chest.
Okay.
Fuck! Come on.
I'll give you the advantage that time, just because it's gotta.
All right. +2, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay, yeah, you rush at this thing and just, Galder's trying to talk to you, and you're just like, you're ready to end this thing's life, even if you don't kill it. And you jump at it, smack your axe right in the crack, and as you do that, this thing kind of or not the elemental itself doesn't make a noise, but you hear a weird kind of warping noise.
Okay.
And after you make contact, it kind of like disappears out of existence.
I laugh. I told you,
But
dwarves.
you make contact, so you take
Oh shit.
3 points of fire damage.
Okay, that's not so bad. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you could have died there.
I could have. I'm a dwarf. I fucking raged. And I laugh at him. I told you,
Galder,
dwarves.
He laughs as well. Just nice job, my dude. Good job all around. That was very impressive. Although, he didn't ever hit you back physically.
Aye. Right.
And you're almost dead. Let me go patch you up and I'll get you a potion.
I start limping in. Aye. You know what? Because of that, I'm gonna cook you the finest dinner you've ever seen from a dwarf.
And with that, I'll let the other guys know they can come back in unless you have something else you want to talk about with him.
He's just a human, right?
Yes, he is a human.
No, I mean, we've been told the history of what happened in the past from the Grumble Dwarfs and the Grumble something, the Grumble Dwarfs and Treybeards. So I wouldn't need to know anything special from him, and he doesn't really have anything that I desire or any information about the orcs that I would know of, correct?
Probably not, yeah, because he's
I
been
didn't
down
think
here
so.
for so long. He's more or less a hermit.
Yeah, I figures, but so no, this battle to get me to level up is good enough for me.
Cool.
It was fun though.
We are back.
Am I good to go again all the way up, or for my hit points? Or what's up?
Yeah, he's gonna just kind of like patch you up and you'll be good.
All the way. All right.
So you can go back to full.
Cool.
Yeah. In fact, probably to make this I don't think you can probably listen into this one, Kenny. And in fact, if you want to bring your character along, just so YouTube can watch what's happening, I guess.
Oh yeah, because I won't be able to see out there, will I?
Yeah, I realized that later.
All right,
After Brian and I had a heart to heart.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm
there wasn't much to see.
I'm grabbing my character, but ignore me.
Okay.
All right, so wherever you end up going, Nick, I can actually see out there right now. It's a little dark, but I can see everything. So I'll wait for you two. They're over here.
Leon and Laucian, you guys are headed out to the lily pads.
We're actually doing this.
I mean, we can do it next week. I was gonna go until 9:30 though.
No. I just thought this was simulated, I guess, in my head.
Oh no, I was actually gonna have you guys do
Okay.
do a few rolls.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, we make our way. Oh yeah, I see the biggest lily pad in the middle there. Okay. I say, all right, Leon. I see where we can get onto the bigger lily pad and see where this thing is. I hop on the lily pad.
Same.
And then I start making my way to the larger one. Oh, let me unmute the music.
The music, no.
I don't hear any music.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay.
Nothing of interest really happens when you go out there. But I guess when you get out there, you're looking into the water and roll a perception. Roll a perception. No, it would be investigation.
It'd be investigation because I'm looking for something.
You're looking for something specific, yeah.
Yeah, I'm actively looking for something. 5. All right, Leon. Your turn to look.
Yeah, Laucian, you don't see anything. You're looking through. It's
investigation.
Yes.
Boom. Oh,
10.
dang it. I saw the 18. It's hard to tell which one's which.
So yeah, you guys can't quite see it, but just from what Galder told you guys is you're pretty positive it's straight below you somewhere, but it's in that murky water for the last few feet.
And how deep did you say it was? 40 feet?
It's 30 feet.
Okay.
30 feet deep. And swimming, I believe, is considered rough terrain. So your guys' movement would be half. So it would be 20 4 seconds ish to go down and come back up, and then an additional, however, for like actually going around. So you guys, I would have you guys roll like athletics to see how long you can hold your breath.
Yeah, because I can move about 30 feet, so it takes me 15 seconds, like you say, 24 seconds to go down and back up. All right, Leon, do you want to go in, or do you want me to go in?
Oh, I'm wearing this heavy armor, so this sounds like a
so
you
you'll
job.
sink to the bottom more quickly, right?
Yeah, and then getting back up? Question mark.
Yeah, I guess it is. It is for me. Laucian, he takes off his pack and kind of sets it down on the lily pad, and he takes off his boots and kind of wraps up his what's it called? I think it starts with the T. Like his little like
Trousers?
shirt thing, but like goes down. I don't know, his armor. He wraps his cloth up so it's not loose. I'll figure out the name later. But he dives into the water to go down and see where this shining rock is.
Yeah, you dive down. You're swimming pretty easily. You get to the murky layer, and roll the athletics check.
Oh, I'm terrible at this.
Jesus Christ!
It's not a nat one. It's not a nat one.
Nope, it's a nat
It's
two.
not a nat one.
It's a dirty one.
And okay, you're down at the bottom, and you can tell you don't have very much breath, but you have enough time to like look around. So roll another investigation check while you're on the bottom. And since you're on the bottom and closer, I'll take the advantage, which doesn't
Okay,
really matter.
17.
And yeah, you're quickly looking around trying to get glances, and you do see probably 10 feet-ish away on the other side of the lily pad over here is where you see a sparkling stone kind of sticking out of the muck.
Okay.
But you also don't think you can do it on this breath unless you want to take damage for drowning.
Nope. Laucian realizes that his breath is limited and begins swimming towards the surface.
Cool. Yeah, you do that, and you get back
Okay.
up.
I climb out of the lily pad and I tell Leon, I saw the stone. It's on the other side of the lily pad. And he like sopping wettingly walks over and then dives in the other side.
And yeah, roll me another athletics since you're still going down and trying to grab it.
4.
Man,
I rolled better.
you did.
That's why
Yeah, you. Man, that's ridiculous.
That's why you ended up down here in the first place.
The guy with strength should be rolling, but
Yeah.
he's got stupid armor on.
Hey, I was gonna say we should take it off, but nobody was listening.
Yeah, you go down. You had a pretty good idea where it is, so you were quick enough to go down in the right spot. You see it, you're able to grab it. But also, as you do, you kind of see out of the muck the very angry, still alive bullywag from yesterday swimming towards you.
I point up at the sky and I cast message pointing at Leon.
Okay.
And that's a cantrip. I can point my finger toward a creature within range and whisper a message. And my range is 120 feet. The target and only the target hears the message. It can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. You can cast this spell through solid objects if you are familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier. Magical silence, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood blocks the spell. Doesn't have to follow a straight line and can freely travel around corners or through openings. So I point up and I cast message to let Leon know, hey, the bullywog is back.
Yeah, what do you say? Is it just the bullywug is back?
I say it quickly as I can. Bullywog is back. I say it super quickly because I know I need to swim out of here and we need to kill this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, did I see the rock down there?
Yes, you grabbed it.
Okay, I grab the rock and I now begin, after casting message, I rapidly begin swimming up to the surface.
Yeah, and Leon, since you heard what sounds like a voice in your head that sounds like Laucian's, what are you doing?
You heard me say, the bullywog is back.
Should I panic that somebody's like speaking to me like that?
Should
Like,
you?
Tell me.
Be like, ah!
It's your character.
Who's saying that?
Okay, I clamber onto the side of the lily pad, and I ask him, "Did you get my message? The bullywog is back."
Nah, that was you. Okay.
Yeah, who else would
yeah.
it be? Is there someone else here? Okay,
And yeah,
well,
with
I
that,
guess get ready. I jump up on the lily pad and I run over to grab my knife.
The bullywog climbs up, and you can still tell it's got a pretty gnarly wound in its side where it's got stabbed and a few scratches.
Okay.
But he's pissed, and he also now
Understandably
has
so.
a spear that he made.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
So yeah, roll. I'll reset this.
Hey,
Oh shit.
19!
fucking around.
Damn.
Okay.
Holy cow.
Well, what's the in the case of ties, whoever has the higher base dexterity goes first. So
And
if
what
he
did
has
you
higher than a
roll?
13 dexterity, then he goes
20,
first.
damn.
Otherwise, I do.
Okay, so what's your dex? Is this 12?
13.
Okay, so you go first.
Fuck yeah.
So Leon, it is your turn first, though.
So can I hit him from here, or do I have to get closer?
You would have to get closer. There's probably 10 feet between you guys.
So can I go 1, 2, 3, 4? Can I stand on this one?
Yeah,
Would I be able to hit him?
sure. I say so.
No, you can't.
You try and not quite. Yeah, you went for him, and he was able, even in his wounded state, to move out of the way.
Awesome.
Okay.
Laucian.
After grabbing both of my daggers from my pack, I turn around really quick and I take one of my take the dagger that I grabbed out of one of the caves upstairs, and I huck it at the bullywog. 23.
Yeah, you definitely smack it.
5 damage.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's pretty. That's fine. That's average for rolling 2d4.
Is that what you think average is? No, I'm kidding.
Do you want to check?
And yeah, you throw that knife. It hits him right in the chest, where you assumed the heart would probably be, and
Yeah.
he gives a low croak, just and falls into the water dead.
Hell yeah. Wait. I yell at Leon. Grab that bullywog!
Then I react too slowly, and he falls into the water.
Damn it!
That's your
Wait, can I do that?
I'm gonna lose my knife.
You're the
Oh,
character.
okay. I'll actually grab him then.
Yeah, roll
Okay.
a dex check. Yeah, you definitely get it.
God damn it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Grab that
I-
knife and then kick the body in the water.
Okay, I do that, and I hand him back his knife.
Sick.
Good throw.
I walk over and I grab the knife out of the dagger out of his hands and slide it into my belt and grab my pack again.
And yeah, you have the stone. And I mean, yeah, you did it.
Okay, I pick up my pack and I say, "Well, that was a job well done, Leon. That could have been worse."
It could have.
And then I heft my pack up and we head back to base.
Cool. Yeah, and your trip back is uneventful.
Sweet.
From what your rough guess is it must have only been those two bullywugs here, but you can't really
Sick.
tell.
we head back to Galder's house. Then we walk in, and I hold the stone high, and I say, "We got the stone, Galder.
Aye, well
didn't really have
done,
much trouble
lads."
anyway."
Nom nom.
What?
Well done indeed. I'm impressed. It's been down there a long time. Was it too much in the muck, or was it a pretty quick job?
We had to dig around a little bit. I had to dive in again after diving off the wrong side of the lily pad.
I mean, yeah, it's 50-50, isn't it? And it's a deep
Yeah.
lake.
Yeah, it's a deep lake, and we had to deal with the bullywogs, or with a bullywog that we had messed with yesterday. So I think you're all clear over there now.
Well, lovely. I much appreciate that. Here, let me see this stone. I want to make sure it's still intact.
I palm it off to him.
And he kind of holds it up to the light briefly and is like, lovely, this is just what I needed, and puts it in his pocket.
Okay, sick. Glad to help out.
Well, it's still early, boys. I think you have plenty of time if you want to start the next one.
Okay,
You
let's,
and I...
do you want to go get that blue crystal, Entmore?
Aye. Let's go. I
All right,
leave. I'm out.
we leave to go get the crystal.
Bye.
And I do think we should probably wrap up here, just because I don't know how long conversations will take and how
Okay.
long your Laucian and Entmore's event will take.
Yeah, you want to give an appropriate amount of time to let Mitch develop his character.
Yeah.
Cool, I get all of this.
What?
Well, and in addition, I will be gone next week for work, so we have a
Okay.
2-week gap. I'll be back for the first week of May. So next time we shall
5th?
play should be May 5th. Yes.
Okay. Coolio.
Boo.
I'm excited.
Responsibility.
Thanks for hanging out, all our YouTube friends.
Appreciate
It's
it.
fun. Come back in a few weeks. We'll be here.
We shall.
Absolutely. We'll be back with more action.
We will return.
After the break.
The 2-week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.